Yo. Kingdom. Chapter 623 live reaction. Man, I gotta prepare for this. Shin is fighting Hogan. Let's just see what happened, man. Title of the chapter is to serve as an example. 20 pages. Oh my, it's a big one. Alright, hold on, what's this? Okay. What? What do you mean, sir? Hoken Sama, is mankind's representative. If we are to talk about Hoken, then we must begin at our first meeting. Okay, he swings at Shin. Shin blocks it. The moment Riboku and Hoken Sama first met, that would have been 19 years ago. 19 years ago. That's before his assignment to Gamon. So way before I met him. And I'm fairly sure that period was when Riboku was. Back then I was a fool who knew only of throwing myself headfirst into the rolling waves of warfare. That fixation cost me many things that I had held dear. Following a crushing defeat at a certain battle, I found myself deep within the mountains, hounded by enemies and trials, barely held in. And right when I was thinking to myself that it was now finally my time as well, he appeared. A meeting of destiny. Chill, he carrying, what is that, a wolf? A tiger. Bro, what the fuck? This dude, okay. Just casually carrying a tiger head, bro. So, low key, we getting a Riboku flashback too. Does this mean Riboku's gonna die? Just saying. Normally when they do flashbacks, somebody finna die. The living embodiment of martial might appears within the sea of trees. Hogan. Look at the detail of this fucking artwork, bro. Skill like shit. Anyways. Shock face. My delirium and hazy vision led me to think that this thing that had appeared before me was not even human. I remember musing to myself how strange it was to stumble upon this inhuman being right as I died. Glare, all that stands in my path, she'll die by my blade and return to the earth. He just tossed the tiger head to the side. Swing. Oh, he put his blade to Riboku's throat? What is wrong? Didn't you say I stood in your way? Enemy if you so wish. I have nothing left. My parents, brothers, friends, comrades, all lost to the flames of war. Shit. I don't even understand why Hogan even swung his blade. This man is on the ground. How is he a threat? He's on the ground. Like, clearly, he's not a threat. It's just, can't tell Hogan nothing, I guess. I let them die. I have nothing left. There exists a role for you to play. You still have yet to carry out that. There are voices that whisper, silent to your kind, but not to me. The voices of the earth. It was they that led you to me. They made this meeting possible. Okay? You are the one who shall guide me towards the answer that my path seeks. I am sorry, but I can't talk right now, so you have to wait. I'm sorry, but you have the wrong man. I have no idea what you are saying. One day you will understand. Riboku, remember this. Step. I am Hogan, a path seeker. When I woke up in the morning, my body had somehow been healed enough to stand. And as I took those wobbling steps, I came up on a mound of corpses, my enemies who had been pursuing me. That path seeker. As their name suggests, they are a group who seek a path, and that path is none other than the salvation of humanity. Huh? After having my life saved by Hoken in those secluded mountains, I choose to distance myself from the army for a while, in part because I had grown weary of battle, but also because I wished to travel and learn more about Hoken and the Path Seekers during that journey. I learned that the path seekers have existed since an era of constant warfare that predated even then the 5 centuries we stand in today. Their beginnings were comprised of some of the weakest individuals of their time, disheartened by the foolish nature of endless warfare and lamenting the suffering that it wrought. They gathered together in search of an answer. In an age where conflict continued to expand despite the people's wishes, they concluded that their method was incorrect to begin with and that to search for a path in a world of perpetual conflict was the very definition of futile. The reason being, so long as one man held beliefs that differed from another, conflict would be born. So long as man still possessed passion or emotions, the world of suffering would never change. This sounds like the King situation all over again. Yeah, him wanted to unify all of China. But that's those emotions that we feel are exactly what makes us human, are they not? That's right. And so they concluded that only means to solving such a great contradiction was for every man and woman to become an existence that transcends humanity. Transcend humanity. It was from that point on that path seekers vanished from society, choosing a life of seclusion within the mountains, dedicating themselves to the single-minded pursuit of a path. Because first they had to serve as an example to us to become a model of that which transcends humanity. An example, their reasoning is not something comprehensible to normal people such as you and I, but according to their beliefs, the workings of life are such that if through some miracle a single individual is able to transcend to new heights, the greater whole will also transform and be uplifted to that level. Shock phase, and thus the goal of their path, so to speak, is to demonstrate to the heavens that they have transcended humanity. Okay. So Hokan want to be one of the greats. Oh, okay. Nee foo foo. I'm sorry, but you lost me. Huh? So the path seekers believe that by becoming something that surpasses the rest of humanity, all the rest of us will. That's right. Then does that mean Hokan Sama is also? Hang on, sir. Are you telling me that every time Hokan has gone on a rampage, it wasn't simply to prove that he himself is the strongest? That is the path that Hokan has chosen. His path. You may mock them, or snare them in disbelief, but the path seekers sincerely believe that when even one of their number is able to surpass humans and step into the realm of close to divine, humanity as a whole shall evolve into a greater existence than our form now, where we may finally be unshackled from this world of perpetual conflict and suffering. They believe this with their entire body and soul. What are you saying? There's no way something like that could what? What? Tears? Why only the left eye, sir? What the hell? Those things they say and their actions. It's all so ridiculous and absurd. I am aware, however, it is impossible for you and your ilk. This is the only way towards salvation. Swings, deflect, shin captain. The goal of path seekers is to save mankind. To that end, each have their own given path through which they may demonstrate transcendence. Some choose to meditate until they turn to dust, meditate. I've even heard amusing tales of men throwing themselves into gorge in an effort to learn flight. Hokan has dedicated his all, every fiber of his being, to the path of becoming a martial god, a Bushin. That's the end of the chapter. That's a lot of fucking reading for a backstory of what Hokan seeks and how he met Riboku. It was a good chapter. I wanted action. So is the next chapter gonna go into this whole Bushin shit? Might as well. Fuck it. You know, because might as well give it all. Because Hogan's probably gonna die. Like I said earlier, when they start doing flashbacks, somebody gonna die. So yeah, and we basically got two when Riboku met Hoken and when Hoken started seeking his path through Riboku, and Riboku was leading them the way. Crazy. Anyways, y'all said I'm out. Peace. Let me know what y'all think of the chapter.